So there it was, the big slice. Now go on, smash the like button if that is a tee shot that you hit on a regular basis. But if so, the good news is this video is going to show you the easiest fix ever to stop slicing your driver. So if you're watching this video, there's every chance that shot you've just seen me hit on TrackMan is an all too similar shape of shot that you're hitting. But the problem for me with a lot of golfers is something that they're trying to do to actually hit driver further is a massive contributing factor in creating that golf shot. And what I'm going to show you today is with a really easy little fix, we're going to get you to stop slicing, hit the ball straighter, and possibly even start drawing the ball with driver. Now, I know that sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? But let's first of all understand what created that shot to the right. So let's look at some numbers on TrackMan. So we can see that horrible shot out to the right. My club path was 7.3 degrees out to in. Club face was 15 degrees open to the path. And my club was actually traveling up 3.5 degrees. So I think for a lot of golfers there, they'll understand that the path and the face aren't great, but they'll say the fact that the club was moving up at impact was a good thing with driver. Because if we can get that club traveling up as it hits the golf ball, we get to maybe launch the ball high, keep the spin down, and hit the ball further. But just comment below, let me know if you're somebody who's working on hitting up on the golf ball with driver, but maybe found out that they're actually slicing the ball worse than ever. So what we need to understand is if you were to look at how the golf club works around the body, and particularly through the bottom of the golf swing, we'll see the club will travel from the inside, it'll reach its lowest point in its swing, and then obviously starts working back up. But what we'll notice is as the club's moving down, it's moving from the inside or to the right for a right-handed golfer. Then it's moving fairly straight at its lowest point, and as it's moving up, it's moving left or out to in. So you can see the little challenge is if you start hitting up on the golf ball, and you're someone who swings the club fairly straight, I mean, worst case, you could already be swinging left and out to in. The more you hit up on the golf ball, the worse that shot's going to be. And what we see with lots and lots of golfers is they get told about if you're going to hit up on the ball, move that ball further and further forward in that stance. But you can imagine there, if that club's working up a huge amount, also up a huge amount, means really, really out to in. Now, it only means out to in at impact. It doesn't necessarily mean that your swing direction is out to in. So if I were to really exaggerate one where I move it way forward in my stance and swing, so we can still see that one shaping from left to right. A lot of you might say that's very playable, but you can see my club path is still 9 degrees left. And it's actually gone a good distance and it's not a bad shot at all. So what if a really easy fix was to stop moving the ball position so far forward and actually instead of getting that ball opposite that left big toe, let's bring it more kind of just forward of sternum. You know, so that's going to be much, much different place in my swing. And then you can imagine if instead of hitting the ball here in my swing and my arc, if I'm catching the ball much more here, you can see how that path is going to be completely different from what we've just seen. Now, I do appreciate club face control is also key for where the ball's setting off. But if I now just move that ball, I'll exaggerate it a little bit. I'll go right into the middle of my stance. Let's watch the difference in the shot, watch the difference in the delivery. But in theory, I'm not trying to change my swing, which is why this is so easy that we can just set up ball slightly forward of centre. Now, obviously a much lower flight, but look how straight that is. And we then see a club path of 0.6 degrees from the inside. I've actually still managed to hit up 1.4 degrees, but that is a much more accurate shot. And I would say, even though that's not gone as far as I would like, predominantly because my driver's not set up to be in that ball position, but if you're somebody who slices it and that first one kind of went nowhere distance-wise and accuracy was awful, you'd probably take that all day long. So then what you could do is, if you felt you've just moved the ball from kind of left big toe for a right-hander to just in forward of centre, just go somewhere in between and experiment a little bit with your ball position to see how it affects your drive. So now I'm a little further forward than the last one, but not as far forward as normal. Now that's not great club face control for me there, but it's still in play. We can see how that swing path is still very, very good. But all of a sudden, that's one where I've showed very poor control of the club face, but that would still get me in play. So let's go for that ball position again. Like I said, I'm not trying to change my swing. I'm just trying to allow the fact that I've now got the ball in a different part of my arc to change my delivery and therefore change my shape of shot. So we can see there my club path just very slightly out to in, but I've hit up 3 degrees, very square club face, and we see carry at 239, total at 277. But how good a shot is that? And if you've stood there trying really hard to hit up as much as you can, and like I said, moving that ball position further and further forward, and maybe try to get more and more spine tilt in there, the later in the arc that golf ball is, the more that path is going to be out to in. If you then leave that club face even at target, the ball's going to set off at target and slice. Worst case is you do what I did on that first demonstration. You swing way left, club face open to target, and the ball sets off right and slices. Now there's never any hope of that one coming back. But like I said right at the start of today's video, the easiest fix ever to stop slicing your driver is move that ball position a little further back, stop trying to hit up on the golf ball as much, and really minimize the amount of path left that you've got through impact, and I guarantee that you will hit straighter and very possibly longer drives than you've ever hit before. Right then guys, so hopefully you could see there a little bit of a change in kind of idea, so not trying to hit up on the ball as much will definitely help reduce how much out to win you are at impact. Maybe then moving that ball position a little bit more central. I think so many golfers get that ball further and further forward, thinking they're doing the right thing, but it actually makes the shot worse and worse. So ball a bit nearer the middle. Don't try and hit up on the golf ball. Just make your normal swing and start enjoying more accurate tee shots, getting rid of that slice. And like I said, that hopefully becomes the easiest fix ever for your driver. So guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like it and share it, comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you've enjoyed the video today and you don't currently subscribe, I'd love it if you took a second, just hit the button below, ring the notification bell, then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.